When people start looking for homes in Lacey, they usually focus on the same few neighborhoods, but there's one community that often flies under the radar at first until buyers actually drive through it or at least know about it. Today we're taking you inside the Silverhawk neighborhood to show you what the neighborhood's like, why so many buyers love it, and who this area is actually perfect for. And later in this video, I'm also gonna show you a home that recently hit the market that gives you a great example of what living in Silverhawk looks like. Because the truth is, neighborhoods can look great on paper, but what they actually feel like to live in is what really matters. So let's get to it. One of the biggest reasons buyers love Silverhawk is because of the location. This neighborhood sits right in the heart of Lacey, giving you pretty quick access to shopping, restaurants, parks, and major commuter routes. You're only 10 minutes from downtown Olympia, which makes commuting really convenient. And you're also pretty close to Joint Base Lewis-McChord, which is why this area is especially popular with military buyers and families relocating to the region. Another thing residents like is that you're not far from major retail centers. Plus, you have tons of local restaurants and grocery stores nearby. So you get that quiet neighborhood feel, but you're still very close to everything. And that balance is something buyers are always looking for. Now, let's talk about something that doesn't show up in a property listing, and that is the feel of the neighborhood. When you drive through Silverhawk, the first thing most people notice is how well kept everything is. You'll see clean streets, you'll see sidewalk lined roads, consistent home styles, mature landscaping. These homes were built primarily in the late 2010s, which means you get relatively modern layouts without being in a brand new construction area. Another thing buyers really like is that the streets here are pretty quiet and residential, but they're very easy to navigate. And it feels like an established and comfortable neighborhood, which is exactly what so many people want when they're choosing a place to live. Another big advantage of living in Silverhawk is the access to outdoor spaces. This neighborhood itself has a lot of green spaces and walking areas that make it easy to get outside, and you're also close to one of the more popular parks in the Lacey area, which is Tolmy State Park. And this park is right on the water. It's really beautiful. It's the perfect place to go for a Saturday picnic or just to walk around. And it's also got some really great trails for hiking or biking. And that lifestyle component is a big reason that people choose neighborhoods like Silverhawk, because you're oftentimes not just buying a home, you're really buying the environment around it as well. Now, I want to show you a home here in Silverhawk that really gives you a good idea of what living in this neighborhood looks like. This home sits right inside the community and has a lot of the features that buyers tend to look for in this area, like a spacious floor plan, a modern kitchen, comfortable living areas, a backyard that's great for relaxing or entertaining. And homes in Silverhawk tend to offer a really nice balance of space and functionality, which is why they're so appealing to families and people relocating to the area. But instead of rushing through all the details with that home here, I actually made a full walkthrough video of that home where I go room by room and show you everything inside. So if you want to see that full tour, make sure you check out that video after this one, because it gives you a much better look at what you can actually get in Silverhawk. So who tends to be living in Silverhawk? I think there's really three types of buyers that I see here most often. And first are families that have moved up from something smaller, and they love this neighborhood because it's quiet, it's clean, it's close to parks and schools. And then second are military buyers relocating to the area thanks to the convenient access to Joint Base Lewis-McChord. And then the third type of people that I see moving here are moving from bigger cities who want a little more space and a quieter environment without being too far from amenities. Silverhawk really hits that sweet spot between suburban comfort, good location, and modern homes. So if you're considering moving to Lacey, the Silverhawk neighborhood is definitely worth taking a look at, because you get a great location, a well-maintained community, you get access to parks and amenities and homes that still feel modern and functional. If you're thinking about buying in Lacey or anywhere around the Olympia area, feel free to reach out to me as well. I'm always happy to help people explore the different neighborhoods here. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.